Lesson 3. We are continuing with the 5-number summary from yesterday, focusing on it again today. So here's an illustration of the instructions for how to enter in the calculator, and we'll be practicing it daily in class. You can read that on your own, step by step. And on the right we have the symbols. So we're going to do an example here. Pull up my calculator, turn it on. As it says, you can look at the instructions as I'm going along this. Since if you don't have a calculator at home, just follow along with the instructions in the boxes as you see what I do here. So we're going to hit Stat, and we're going to hit Enter on Edit. Now notice my L1, where I want to put the information, has a bunch of numbers. I can overwrite these numbers, but that's a risk you run of sometimes leaving extra numbers in, forgetting to delete them. So there's a quick way of deleting them all. You go up to L1. Now you don't want to hit delete because that will delete the whole column. So you want to hit clear. If you hit the clear button and hit enter, boom, it empties out the list. Okay. Now there is another way to do it. I'll show you on number 2. You can go to Stat and you go down to number 4 and tell it to clear the list, and you tell it which one to go in. Normally we would hit L1, but I'm going to hit L2, so we hit second 2. And when you go into Stat, you'll see now L2 is gone. But that is a lot more time consuming than just going up, hitting clear, hitting enter. It's a lot faster that way. So back to L1. I'm going to put this date in. So 63, 64, and I like to double check after I hit enter every time to make sure I put it in correctly. I'm going to have 3 66s. That's hard to say. 2, 3. There's 3. Then 2 67s. Now these numbers are nice because they're already in order for us, but they're not always going to be like that. 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 76, and 78. Now, one of the main errors in statistics is simple stuff like entering in the wrong number or the wrong number of numbers, like leaving one off or putting an extra one in. So if you notice, when I hit enter, it tells me 19. But if I go up to the last number, it tells me L1 18. That means there's 18 numbers. So I'm just going back to my paper and check real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I have 18 numbers on my paper. My calculator has 18 numbers entered. I'm good to go. Now, next step is I go back to Stat. I go over to Calculate, and I run one variable stats. Now I'm going to tell it to look. It should be in your calculator to look in L1. I had an L3 since I lost a few of mine. So again, how you choose L1, you just hit the second button. And notice above 1 in blue is L1. There you go. You just hit enter a few times, and there we go. Now, we're scrolling down. Look at, well, first off, you notice the mean is 69. It asks you for that. Standard deviation, again, there's 2 numbers. Here we're going with the SX. Okay. Again, there's 2 different types. That's the sample. The one that looks like the word ox is the population. We're going with the sample here. Unless we specify which one in the problem, just show your work and write down what you see. You can use either one. Now, I'm going to scroll down here and look for my 5-number summary. My minimum 63, Q1 66, median 68, Q3 72, max 78. So let's go ahead and fill out our numbers. So the mean again was 69. Standard deviation was 4.26. Now, what is the population? Well, it's freshman boys. At Summit. And what's the sample? 18 boys. So out of all the boys at Summit, 18 were chosen. That's our sample. My 5-number summary, 63, 66, 68, 72, 78. Now remember, you don't have to specify what these are, but this is low, this is high, this is Q1, this is the median, also known as Q2, and this is Q3. And the IQR, interquartile range, that's what it stands for, interquartile range. And that just means between the quartiles. And we technically do Q3 minus Q1. So 72 minus 66, the interquartile range is 6. And if we're going to put it on here, I'm just going to go 62, 64, and so forth. Kind of space it out evenly. Okay, now I just put my number. So 63 is right there. 66 right here. 68 right here. 72 right there. And 78 right there. So my low, my high, draw my line through here, and basically put lines wherever the dots are. And again, this is my Q1, this is my median, this is my Q2. This is my low, that's my high. And again, 25% of the population here, 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 and here. That is why they're called quartiles. They're divided up 4 even spaces. Okay, we're going to do it again. So, calculator, stat, edit, up to L1, clear, enter, and I'm just going to hit pause. Okay, so I've just entered my 18 pieces of data. You can see there, I'm on L1, 18 is 78. That's my last data piece. Now, we don't actually need that for the line plot here, dot plot. Remember, the calculator does not do a dot plot, but we can use it for the histogram. So I'm just going to start down here, 63. I'm going to run out of room. Tried to make it last. These are 7s. Okay. So these are all my spots on the number line. And now a dot plot, you just simply, you can put dots or X's, and you're just going to put them to represent how many there are. So there's 1 63, there's 2 64s, no 65s, 3 of these. You kind of try to keep them lined up evenly. 67, there's 2 of them. 68, there's 2 of them. 69, there's 1. And then there's pretty much 1 of everything. 74. No 75. There's a 76. And there's a 78. Now, again, skewing, I want to look at this and say skewing is easy to get backwards. The bulk of the students' heights are down here, but we do have some taller kids pulling this graph to the right. So this is skewed right. And what does that mean? Again, that means that the average is actually greater than the median. Okay? The average is being pulled to the right, so it's greater than the median. If it's pulled to the left, it's less than the median. All right, now we're going to do a histogram, and I can use my calculator for that. So you can look back at the instructions from yesterday. We're going to go to second y equals, and we're going to go to plot 1, And we're going to go down to, we'll turn it on first. And now we're going to go down to the histogram, which is over here. We hit enter. Again, I need to tell it to look into L1, so second one, and graph. Since I was not looking at my instructions, I wonder where is everything. I forgot. Zoom, go down to 9, enter. And there's my data points. Now, if I need to see what these are, I just hit the trace button. Okay? Now that tells me some information. It tells me between 63 to 66 that there's 3. From 66 to 69, there's 7. From 69 to 72, 3. To 75, 3. Up to 78, 1. And 78 to 81, 1. So, let's graph that out on here. So, we come here, and 63 is going to start here. And we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could go up to 8 if, needed to. And we're just going to space it out by 3s, because that's what the calculator showed us it was spaced out by. 69, 72, 75, we're going to make it even, 78, 81. Now remember, the difference between this and an old-fashioned bar graph is, with a bar graph, you had bars that were not touching, and they represented like your favorite color, blue, green, yellow. Okay, one bar for one item. With the histogram, we're talking about ranges. So remember, looking back at it, it told us there were 3 between 63 to 66. There were 7 from 66 to 69. Then there were 3 again to 72, 3 again to 75, and then 1 and 1. Now, why is there 1 up to 81? Because 78 is on the cusp, the edge. So we go past that and say, 78 is the in-between one. Okay? Well, that's it. Short video today.